Hello everybody and welcome to a look at the cockpit and interior of this Bayliner 265, and it will be an absolute delight for me to show you around. So here we go, as I just step onto the swim platform, so it's lovely and easy to get through this companionway door here, which just closes really nice and easily straight into the cockpit, and straight away we notice that we've got a flexi type deck here. All looks in great shape. It's all recent as well. It looks absolutely fantastic. And the first thing we encounter is the engine cover. So down underneath here we've got the Mercruiser sitting with its batteries, tanks, etc. And it's just a case of undoing both the toggles, and we can lift with one hand. The sofa lifts up as well with it, so no need to dismantle or anything, and you're in. Really lovely, and it's beautifully clean in there. If I just walk into the cockpit and turn around, you can see over on the port side we have two cup holders and a step up to the side deck if we want to go to the forward deck from the around the outside. And we can see we have a bench seat in the port aft quarter, a couple of cup holders on the bulkhead at the back there as well. There's the engine cover as I mentioned, and I'll just take a moment just to look up, and you can see that we've got this really lovely cockpit tent, very high, great view all the way around, including the screen at the front. So we've got lots of light coming in. We can open the sides, we can open the back, we can open the front to let ventilation through, as we have done here. And if we want to, we can just cosset ourselves inside away from the weather if we want. So the best of absolutely everything, and it really is well done. Very recent as well, and done by one of our very clever and knowledgeable local contractors. We have a cockpit shower nestling inside here, another step up to the side there, and inside here we have a large locker there, so room in there for all your bits and pieces, more cup holders, and this incidentally does make into a sideboard here as well, so we have a leg underneath it. We just swing down, gives us that all important chopping area for the cucumbers. Small sink there with running water too, so all very good, and all important handle to hang on to as well. And if I just step back and look forward, you can see that we have a really lovely light area in here. Just to mention, we do have a cockpit table to clip into there, which we will see very shortly, but let's make our way forwards. And first of all, we see the seating on the left hand side. So we have a lovely lounging bed here, room for one to lay down, or one to lay down and sit, or two or three to sit on. And if we want to just convert that into seating here, we've got now rearward seating at the cockpit, in the cockpit towards the cockpit table, looking towards the back, and more of a conventional seating plan here. All very good, and more cup holders up there, and stereo speakers either side. Very good. Liking this boat. She's lovely and clean. On the right hand side here, on the starboard side, you can see we have the helming area. Lovely comfy looking seats, and I have to say that the upholstery on this boat just look good throughout, especially down below. It looks fantastic. If we just start on the right hand side, we can see we've got the throttle with tilt and trim. We've got an extinguisher down here. Down there we have electrics panel and a DSC radio there. Electrics panel on the inboard side there. Obviously we have the wheel steering, and then you can see towards the instrumentation we have the compass just over at the back there. We have battery voltage, engine oil pressure, boat speed, trim position, depth, and the engine speed, and engine coolant temperature and fuel tank content. Everything you need there to keep you navigating in safety, or with respect to the engines. I don't see any actual navigation or chart plotters etc on this boat, to be confirmed, but look, we have lots of room for anything that anything you might like to fit there. But looking forwards again, you can see the companionway there. We have steps built into this companionway. Great idea. So we're up step onto here, open the screen, roll the spray hood up, or the cockpit tent, and you're out onto the foredeck, which is a really great idea. We don't have big side decks on this boat, so that is probably going to be your primary entrance to the foredeck. Lovely and easy to open, nice and easy to get through. So let's go down and take a look, shall we? So once we're in, first impressions are, well, a lot of you may know me and say, well, Tim wouldn't say something seems new if it wasn't really new. He's a broker. He's going to try and sell you anything. This boat down here almost feels like new. It's absolutely lovely. The upholstery, the table, the woodwork, the galley, almost everything. You can see there's a bit of wear and tear to the carpet, but that's negligible. It really is. But let's start on the starboard side. We'll start where I came down. So here we go. There's a companionway down. We've got a couple of steps down here. We've got access to the shower drain tank underneath there, and the bilge, beautifully clean bilge on this boat. And in here we've got a bin lid or bin locker. On the right hand side here, we have the door to the heads. Again, beautifully clean, radiused corners. Really nice and easy to clean. Everything from the shower, which is extendable from here and fits up here, will disappear down there. The forward facing manual head, storage underneath the sink, hot and cold running water there, and a small window, and a small opening window, and a nice decent sized locker above for all of your bits and pieces to stop them rattling around when you're at speed. How cool is that? Very good. Good headroom too. In the main saloon, you can see we've got U-shaped seating all the way around the front area. This table drops down. These cushions here sit on top of the table, and that will give you a lovely, great big double bed there. If you want to slightly well, you see the aft cabin is lower, but if you want to be out here and sleeping, or you've got guests or relatives, that's great. Down here, you can see we've got a decent sized cupboard there. We've got some work surface here. We've got a microwave set in here, which looks all nice and just lovely and clean. We've got two 40-volt sockets. And just looking around the cabin, we've got curtains. We've got windows are looking good. The headroom's all looking amazing. All in all, looking very, very good indeed. Really, really lovely. You would not believe this boat is her age. We've got access to the chain locker up there, a couple of stereo speakers, and a hatch for more ventilation. And I've mentioned the table drops down, and you can just see what a delight it is down here, and a very nice place to be. If I was on the market for a boat like this, I would have her immediately. Down here, we've got a good-sized fridge. In fact, the only criticism I can find really on this boat would be this. That's just a little bit of corrosion there that's taken the plastic coat off. But other than that, who cares? We've got a cupboard here, we've got a drawer here, we've got a sink here with hot and cold running water, we've got the Origo stove and the electric burner there, storage behind the galley here, we've got the stereo, we've got the electrics panel, and down here a couple of safety items just behind a fiddle shelf there, more sockets too, and a nice easy entrance. A lot of boats of this size, it's a bit of a squeeze to get into the aft cabin or the aft sleeping area, but here we're just up a step and we're just crouching down and we're crawling in. We've got a curtain for privacy if we want it, and once we're in, you can see we've got plenty of room here to sit up and read if we want to. Our legs are always going to be stretched underneath there. That's the cockpit table I mentioned. That just goes upstairs into the cockpit, and there you go, you've got a table. Got a good shelf above you as well, and I think that's a smoke or a carbon monoxide detector there to be confirmed. But behind you, you've got a fiddle shelf, and really nice to have an opening window there just above your heads if you want a bit of ventilation. So good space for this kind of boat, and yeah, all looking absolutely great. So I'll finish off by summarising what a wonderful boat this seems. The engine started on the button, no smoke, she's shiny, she's had lots of work done, she's had umpteen thousands of pounds spent on her, and she's just been looked after. Just look around here, feast your eyes upon this lovely boatness, my word. And I'll finish off by saying that this has been Tim from Boatshed Eastbourne, just showing you around the interior and cockpit of this wonderful looking Bayliner 265. For lots more pictures, videos and virtual reality, just go to boatshedeastbourne.com. Have a great day.